Warning: the following material may have content not fit for all viewers. Music, topics, and other items may not fit into your criteria of appropriate. If this concerns you, please leave now. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy the fucking show. Hey folks. Alright, so today we want to talk about this guy here. This is actually video number 2. I did this once already and called this thing the wrong thing the entire video. And I partially blame JJRotoGeek. JJ, thank you, brother. He actually gave me this bird. This was a gift, and I greatly appreciate that. It's very cool. And he originally had called it the Armattan, however you say it, armadillo. And they do have the armadillo, and I know they have the armadillo. I forgot what it looked like, but this obviously isn't that. The armadillo is the fastback looking design, has a little kind of enclosed canopy looking thing on top. It's kind of neat looking, but definitely not this. This is the Mongoose, and like I said, I didn't realize that I made an entire video, pop test, all that crap, and called it the armadillo the whole time. So I figured, hell with it, I'll make another video real quick. And I've got some FPV footage actually that I'm going to tag on to the end of the video instead of pop test, just to kind of show what this thing can do. But overall, very cool, nice little bird. I do believe this is a pre-built. I've never owned a other than my Unique, I've never owned a pre-built before as far as race quads go. It is very agile. It's very light. I think it clocked in at like 268 or something like that. It hangs. I mean, it doesn't have a ton of top end. Then again, that could be the props that I'm using. But it hangs in the air, it seems like forever. Very fun to fly. The motors are 2205, 2550. They are the whoosh, whatever. Oomph, yeah. Armattan Oomph motors. They are 30 amp, 2 to 6 ESCs, bullets obviously. Has the Foxeer Micro Predator. The CL Racing F4 flight controller, actually a really sharp flight controller. I think I'm going to start using those on my builds. Very impressed with it. Very clean setup. Pads are very easy to access and well labeled. Everything's on top and tucked in nice and neat. Yeah, very nice setup on it. The VTX, see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Okay, so I flew this thing FPV, didn't have any issues. Like I said, I'm going to attach it on the end. But the VTX is a little bit older design. Not a huge deal. It has little dip switches for your power settings. But what concerned me when I was putting my receiver in was, and this is just temporary, obviously I don't normally use the plugs, but what I didn't like about this was these plugs are supposed to be in all the way, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but they are very wiggly in there. I mean, they've got some move going on. They're getting down. There's a band playing in there. They're boogieing. But no, there's a lot of wiggle in both the power and in the actual data plug as well. I didn't see any issues when flying. I was flying fairly aggressively. But still, just on a crucial component like that, not a huge fan. I'm going to replace this anyways. I want, obviously, probably like a VTX03 or something in here. But yeah, very easy fix. Just a heads up for anyone that's wanting to maybe purchase one of these that's pre-built. Also, if you're going to purchase this pre-built, the beeper does come just loose, kind of dangling in here. You may want to kind of tuck it back like that, throw maybe a bead of hot glue, something like that on there. Maybe throw a little bit of conformal coat down on the carbon fiber and get the hot glue down there, something of the sort. And then also the VTX, they do have double-sided tape with a good amount given, but directly to the flight controller. And I understand they probably did that for easier removal of the top plate, but probably be a little better attached to the top plate, keeping that heat away from the flight controller as much as possible. So just a couple little things I'm going to change around on there. Nothing too major. Does have the pagoda antenna, very cool. And the motor, oh, I did want to mention the motor designs. Yeah, go back out there. Sorry, guys. Forgot about that. But the motor designs, I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me, there we go. Oop. Where's my 2.5? There's my 2.5. They are a female motor for the shaft, and the male part is actually the nut. Instead of actually having a nut on top, you have a bolt and you thread in. So it's a little bit of a unique design there, but not too shabby. Seems to do pretty well and very easy to pop on and off. Seems pretty solid. Good metal they use. So yeah, really cool little bird. And anybody that's looking for a nice pre-built, definitely recommend checking this out. Armattan, whatever. Yeah, not armadillo, mongoose. But yes, again, JJRotoGeek, thank you, brother. Awesome little bird. Can't wait next time we go out flying. You're gonna fly this thing. I think you're gonna like it. So thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoy the flight footage, and catch you next time. Oops, one more thing, guys. I did want to note, and obviously the top plate being bolted is going to help, but this frame does have a little bit of flex to it. Nothing hateful, but there is a little bit. It's not an extremely rock solid frame like some of the ones you'll see out there, and I'm not really deterred by that. It doesn't really waver my opinion of it so far, just because actually the RMRC Gobby frame that I have does have a little flex in it. And that thing I have beaten the hell out of, and it just keeps getting right back up and going. So, and it, like I said, it's got about as much flex as this. So, I'm not really too concerned about it. I'm not passing any judgment on it yet. We'll see what happens longevity-wise. But just kind of a heads up, you know, somebody that might get it that's, you know, looking for a really rigid frame that gets in and it's like, ooh, you know, there's a little slop in there. But yeah, just so far flying it, everything like that, feel-wise, noise-wise, all that stuff, no issues. But just wanted to throw that out there. Forgot to mention it earlier. But again, thanks, guys, for watching. Hope you enjoy the flight footage.
I do believe that you can hear a voice calling, like a whisper in the night. Fade word so certain, left flying like a bird, soaring in the flight. It won't be long. I can see the dawn and it shines. Oh Lord, it shines. I do believe that I can see the air you're breathing. future and it's